Mountain View Volleyball is live only on mylocalradio.com. Buffs Volleyball is in session for another action-packed fall season, carrying you straight through the year and into the state tournament in November. mylocalradio.com is here to bring you live video coverage of Mountain View sports. With the opening serve quickly approaching, let's join Jake Hibbard, voice of the Buffaloes, in the My Local Radio broadcast booth for pregame coverage.
Jake Hibbard joining you for an abbreviated pregame coverage. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of Campbell County versus Mountain View. Let's jump in with hearing from the Campbell County head coach. Haven't heard from her yet. Marcy Beefus right now.
I've got Marcy Beefus, head coach of the Campbell County Camels, with me. A new coach, but not so new to the system. You've been with the Campbell County program for 24 years in all, between coaching the freshmen and JV. Tell me a little bit, though, about the step up to varsity as far as responsibilities. You obviously don't need to get to know these players, but just everything that comes with that change that you've made.
Right. Well, I think stepping into the program and being a part of it prior to has helped the girls just buy in a little bit easier and faster, so that's helped. I think they kind of known what my expectations were. I think our news record guy asked me about the kids that followed me up, and of the 21 kids on our JV varsity roster, 9 of them played for me last year. And I did tell you we had 6 seniors. Really only 2 of them had much varsity experience, so pretty young. I think I told you earlier that we had a lot of kids that were coming to open gym. I had between 25 and 40 girls at open gym 3 days a week. So kids are buying in. And I think that part of that is just knowing what my expectations were being part of the program before. So I think that's helped.
You alluded to some things that you've mentioned before, and that's because you're driving from Gillette over to Cokeville the day before, and we lost service with you earlier.
Right.
As you may be able to hear in the background, there's some wind because you're in Rollins, and everyone will be shocked to know that it's windy in Rollins. It's quite a road trip you make.
That's right. It's a long one. We do it every year. You know, I said this might be the first time I've really looked forward to this 9-hour bus trip because it's been so intense. We started practice in school the same day, which doesn't happen. Usually we have like a week we can spend more time in the gym, but I think that the schedule moved back a week with the Wyoming High School Activities Association schedule. So we start school and practice the same day. We've had some long days starting at like 6 in the morning and getting home at 8:30 at night with double practices. So yeah, I actually look forward to this long bus drive this time. It's been good.
You mentioned that really only 2 of your returners have too much experience at the varsity level, so you're planning to play a lot of girls this tournament, and I would imagine in a couple of weeks this Campbell County team could look different than what we see on Friday and Saturday?
It could. Pleased with what I've seen in practice, but we're not super consistent, so I'm hoping that some girls will just kind of step up and show me some consistency and in just different roles. I've got a kind of a 9-person rotation right now, but looking at some young JV kids that will step in, mostly play right side. And we'll just see, looking at 3 different DSs, passing-wise, serving-wise, just see who's going to be aggressive and consistent. So, yeah, using this tournament to look at a lot of that stuff and just see who steps up.
You lost a pretty dynamic player in Riley Ladke from a year ago. What all do you have to try to, I'm not even going to say replace with that, but what all do players now have to step up and try to take on with a player like her who was known for her front row but was a very fine all-around player as well?
Well, and just, you know what, Riley was a great player, but she just is a great person and a great leader on and off the court, and that's hard to replace. But I think the kids that played with her definitely benefited from just being around her. And I think with a player like that, everybody in the gym kind of knew where the ball was going, and that's okay because 9 times out of 10 she could put the ball away. We can't be like that right now. We've got to be less predictable. We've got to move the ball around a lot, so that's what we're trying to do. And just to be able to do that, we've got to improve our ball control, and that's something that we've been working on a lot. We've got to be tougher servers. We've been working on that a lot. So less predictable in that we can't go to Riley every time. So just trying to move the ball, get all of our hitters active in the offense, and that's something that, we've had to work on without Riley.
That's head coach of the Campbell County Camels, and I have to say that now that there's 2 schools in Gillette. Marcy Beefus, thank you very much for joining me.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Both teams have come to midcourt. They are in their huddles right now. Campbell County, purple shorts, white jerseys with purple striping across the sleeves and around the waist, or on the far side of the net. For Mountain View, dark purple jerseys, black shorts on the near side. And ready to go and start things off. Thank you to Marcy Beefus for joining us pre-game for this contest. Bugus coming in as the libero. Opening serve to Campbell County. And it's Asia. No, it's not Asia Fichter. It's Fisher. Taylor Fisher, number 7, not number 1. Serving from that far side. Whistle blown, and we are set to play. First serve over, picked up by Bugus. Back set to Stevens. Over through a big seam in the blocking hole, and we got a 1-0 lead for the Mountain View Buffs. Mountain View losing in 4 sets to Evanston earlier. Puts them in the game playing just about an hour after that contest. Service error by Stevens, and it's 1-1. 25-22 was their 1-set win in that contest. They defeated Evanston in pool play yesterday, and that guaranteed them a spot in the gold bracket as it was their second victory of the day. Winner of this contest plays for 3rd place. Start time estimated at 6 p.m. I think we might end up a little ahead of that, as we usually do, but we'll see. I hear the silver bracket games are well behind. Scores 2-1 in favor of Campbell County. The loser is done for the day. Double elimination tournament. Slap over the net onto Campbell County side. Fisher sets up to the middle. Davis pops it off the top of the tape. And it's 3-1 in the opening set. Welcome you into Mountain View versus Campbell County. Short pregame as we had to get everything set up, and that's how these tournaments work. Especially you get these contests where you don't know who or when you're playing until right before that happens. Get what you can in. And ball down on Campbell County side makes it 3-2. Olivia Meeks in at middle blocker. Serve to Timms onto Campbell County side. Bump set, Fisher over to the right side. Slap into the net. The attempt there by Stafford, not quite there. 3-3. Evanston had a superior block today. That ended up being the difference on so many points that I could say that is the reason why Evanston came away victorious. Service error out of bounds. 4-3 the score. Starting to heat up a little bit in this Cokeville gym, I think. Getting hotter in here? Maybe it's just me. We have a door open, so I think it's getting hotter down by the benches at the very least. Serve over the net for Campbell County. And can't get it over for Mountain View. That serve, not officially an ace, but Kimberly Quintana going back for another serve. 5-3 the score. Campbell County went 2-1? No, 1-2 yesterday. Lost to Star Valley. Fisher pushes it over onto Mountain View's side. High set up. It is Rinker out of bounds. 1-5 sets to Bear Lake in their first contest, then lost to Star Valley, and then lost to Lyman in their final contest. Lyman went 1-2. Campbell County and Bear Lake, the two teams at 1-2, getting out of the gold bracket getting into the gold bracket by way of more sets won than Lyman, which finished with just 3-1 sets on the day. Quick set to the outside, and Milliron with a big kill. Milliron, a fun player to watch. She gets excited. Pumped up. It says 6-4. I think that's an incorrect score. We'll see. It'd be in Mountain View's favor, so you don't worry too much about that one. Lacey serving for Campbell County. Picked up by Condos. She'll slap it over from just beyond the 10-foot line. Lacey back sets to Love. Blocked by Rinker. No, it's down on Mountain View's side. 7-4. Serve for Lacey. Bounced up, it's Bugis with the first return. Pushed over by Rinker, trying to find a hole in the middle of the defense. Outside attack, and Persifield's blocked by Meeks. A tee-off, Meeks gets another block. Back-to-back stuffs by Olivia Meeks. And a point for Mountain View, puts it at 7-5 on the board. Rinker serving. On the right side, set up. Persifield inbounds, diving attempt. To no avail, but a great attempt by Casey Bugis. Puts it at 8-5, and Mountain View finding themselves in a hole. Of course, they are in the gold bracket, but they were shown pretty well yesterday, struggling a little bit in today's contest. Ball hit the antenna on the turnover, so a failed block by Lauren Love gives the point to Mountain View. Casey Bugis serving for the Buffs. Goes to the back right corner. Persifield with the first touch. Milliron and Dellinger battling, and a net touch called on Persifield. 8-7, Mountain View within 1 point on the scoreboard. Bugis lofts it over, tied on the net to Milliron. She slaps it out of bounds from a middle quick attempt. Got a little under the ball. 8-8, Casey Bugis serves. Return over the net, and Haley Stevens flips it down. Mountain View takes a lead. They led 1-0. And that was the last time they did hold a lead in this contest. Up by 1 here, 17 points into the game. This an elimination once. Championship attempts have been taken away. They can still finish third in the Cokeville Invite and get a third match in on the day. Milliron serves for Campbell County with the knotted up score. Bugis, high set to the middle, and Stevens knocks it way out of bounds. The setup there was, I think, pretty close by Camry Hutchings of where Stevens wanted it. She just got under it. 10-9 and make it 10-10 with the serving air by the Campbell County Camels. Back to Mountain View. And Hutchins into the back line to serve. To the right side, Lauren Love hits it off the fingertips. And down, Persifield. Picks it up, back to Mountain View. Set up, Lacey. Gets it back down, and wow. Asia Victor getting the hit there. She was the libero in yesterday's game, hitting up in the outside position today. With the kill, 11-10. Fisher, ace. Taylor Fisher aces it. Puts it at 12-10. Back to Campbell County on the serve. Line drive serve to the middle. Outside and blocked by Chloe Davis. Timms was blocked, and a dump over by Hutchings on the Campbell County side to the middle. Chloe Davis winds up. One touch and good save there by Rinker. Out to the back corner. Milliron with the first touch. Fisher to the back line. Persifield hits it off the tape, and that throws the defense off. 13-10 on the board. Fisher serves. Outside. Timms with the touch up out to the right side. Campbell County's Lanny Stafford hits it into the net, 13-11. Haley Stevens sends it over, back left side, picked up by Percifield. Fisher misses on the quick set to Davis. She tries to recover. We're at a 1-point differential, 13-12. Mountain View serving. It's Haley Stafford with it. Right side attack and a block down, stuffed by Allie Rinker. On the attack, it was Asia Fichter. 13 all on the board. Floating serve into the net. Haley Stevens gives it up and will come out after her serving run. Well, she sure was ready to, and Cortland Condos wasn't. She quickly gets up off the bench and is into the contest now in place of Haley Stevens. Fichter serving 4. Campbell County back line. Push from Bugis. Quick shoot to the outside. Percifield cross court. Picked up by Cortland. Outside Rinker. Beats block, goes down the line. First touch from Fisher. Deep set push. Stafford down to the left corner. Condos again with the first touch. Outside is Rinker. Deflected off the hands of Davis. Campbell County still in play. Percifield flips it over the block and down for the point. 15-13 in favor of Campbell County. Tight first set. Mountain View came back from a 3-point deficit, tied it up, and has given up since then 2 straight points. Back right side, Cortland Condos playing that back line defense, and over the line called on Mountain View there. It was Camry Hutchings on the set. Make it 3 straight points for Campbell County. Rinker to Hutchings, outside, back to Alley. Knocks it off the tape herself, so just like when Chloe Davis got the best of Rinker by knocking one off the tape, Rinker does the same for Campbell County. 16-14, Mountain View down by 2. Timms the serve. Tight play to the middle. Chloe Davis just a hair out of bounds. 16-15 on the quick set. Chloe Davis in yesterday's contest that we covered on mylocalradio.com was probably the most powerful hitter this side of Mill Iron, who's been stuck in the back row for a little while for Campbell County. Service error puts the score at 17-15, and just on cue, 3 rotations later, Chelsea Mill Iron back into the game. Kimberly Quintana serving for Campbell County. Running without a libero in this contest. Cortland with the first touch, returned over the net. And a tee-off for Mill Iron, the aforementioned. 18-15. Quintana with a second serve. Quintana back left side, Rinker to Hutchings, back to Rinker on the left side. Line shot past Quintana, 18-16. 2-point deficit for Mountain View. Emily Bugis in. Pops over to the back middle. Picked up by Fichter. She gets a bump over the line. Bugis to the middle. The attack is just inbounds. Olivia Meeks takes the assist from Camry Hutchings, 19-16. Hutchings outside. Rinker cross court, picked up by Fichter. Fisher to Percifield, shoots it high, and I didn't see a touch. There was one. And that was a net touch by Mountain View. I think it was on Rinker. And the point makes it 19-17. I thought it should have made it 20-16. I think that point might have been given away, or I marked one down wrong. Bugis to Condos, 3 bumps and over, and it works for a point. Just a desperation bump, works as a kill for Cortland Condos. 1 point differential, 19-18 on the board. Rinker with the serve. Middle quick attack. Milliron's blocked by Meeks. Mountain View not going down without a fight. Bump over the back by Milliron. Bugis to Hutchings. Outside Stevens waits on it. Gets it off the block. Milliron keeps it in play. Percifield sets it over the net. It's blocked by Meeks. No, it's not. It's 4 hits. Tied up. 19 all on the board. A double hit by Lauren Lacey gives Mountain View a 2019 win, or 2019 lead, I should say. It's still 5 away from a win. Rinker serves over the net, back middle, return, no, ace, 21-19. Rinker gets a high five from Coach Timms after the timeout taken by Campbell County. They're on the wrong side of a Mountain View run. 21-19 on the board. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball on mylocalradio.com.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
(21-19) on the board. Mountain View on top. Allie Rinker with the serve. Serves it just over the net, led it, and returned onto Mountain View's side. Returned back to Campbell County. Here, finally an offensive setup. Lauren Lacey dumps it. Down for a point, 21-20. Percifield serving, down 1 for Campbell County. Bugis just up on the return. Stevens pushes it to the back middle. Percifield back set. Lacey to Love. Blocked out of bounds off the hands of Stevens. Tied back up at 21 apiece. Number 27 and 34 have very similar names for Campbell County. I think I've got them down now for the most part, but we got Lauren Lacey. She's 34. Lauren Love's 27. We got an Olivia Meeks kill for Mountain View to make it a 22-21 lead for the Buffs. Meeks after the kill, replaced by Bugis to serve. Dellinger playing middle for Mountain View. Good serve by Bugis just over the net. Lacey sets up to Fichter. Return by Mountain View. Outside, Haley Stevens goes cross court, deflected at the block, and Quintana in the back middle cannot push it up. 23-21. Point number 45 upcoming, but first, a timeout by head coach Marcy Beefus of Campbell County. Back in 30 on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball on mylocalradio.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
23-21 on the board, and Mountain View on top of Campbell County. Casey Bugis with the serve up. Love pushes it over. Bugis with the first touch for Mountain View. Out to the attack. Haley Stevens hands on the block, but it stays on Campbell County side. Quintana pushes it over. but it's negated. A double hit called against the two players for Campbell County running into each other. 24-21, we're at set point number 1 for Mountain View in this opening first set. Casey Bugus serving. Floats it over. Quintana just gets a hold of it. Lacey to Love. Flip over. Bugus, that being Emily. To the back line. Casey gets a power attack. Pushed up by Quintana. Lacey with the serve, or with the setup to Fichter, who hits into the net. 25-21, the final in set number 1. Mountain View has come away victorious in the opening set, and we will return shortly with set 2 action on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball on mylocalradio.com.
The Wyoming Prep Podcast on the radio is back for another year with a bit of a twist. Join me, Jake Hibbard, as I transition from covering Evanston and becoming the voice of the Mountain View Buffs and Lyman Eagles. I'll be live every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. with news, analysis, and guests as we focus on the Bridger Valley and beyond. We'll cover the happenings around the area and across the state landscape. We would also like to welcome onto the show as a regular this year, Dennis Lynch of Auto Farm Chevrolet. Join us every Wednesday on KNY on 99.1 FM in the Evanston listening area for the Wyoming Prep Podcast on the radio. If you can't catch it then, don't worry. We'll post all the episodes up to mylocalradio.com, or you can also find it by searching and subscribing to the Wyoming Prep Podcast on iTunes or Google Play. The Wyoming Prep Podcast on the radio, presented by Auto Farm Chevrolet, every Wednesday, August through March on KNY 99.1 FM in Evanston, or online anytime at mylocalradio.com, or of course at the Wyoming Prep Podcast on wherever you get your podcasts. The Wyoming Prep Podcast on the radio. Come join in on the fun.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Set number 2 about to start. 25-21 the score on the board. Chloe Davis at the middle. And a kill down first for Campbell County. 1-0 on the board. Asia Fichter serving for Campbell County, just out of view. Goes back left corner, back right corner for Mountain View to the middle. Timms pops it just beyond the back line, so it's out and 2-0 for Campbell County. Fichter serves over, back right side. Tied on the net to the middle, it's deflected. Timms on the attack. Persifield over the net and over the line. 2-1 score. Olivia Meeks set to check in as is. Well, she'll check in and then, oh no, she is in. She's into the front line. Out is Kylie Dellinger. Casey Bugus out, and serving is Caitlin Timms. Down the line, Timms to Timms, and a touchdown by Persifield, picked up by Olivia Meeks. Cortland Condos to Timms, and she misses on the bump. 3-1. Serve for Campbell County. (3-1) score. And Quintana serves for the Camels. Chloe Davis out. Puts Milliron in the front line. Touch up, and it's Ricker with the first touch. Victor to the outside, Persifield hitting. And Meeks bumps it over onto Campbell County side. Fisher back sets, it's Stafford. Yesterday in the Lyman-Campbell County game, Stafford was playing at middle. Today she's at right side. Milliron was outside. She's now playing some middle for one rotation, and then I think she moves to outside on the second. And maybe it's a little bit of each depending on, no, she's playing middle again. They run the X tandem. Milliron fakes to Persifield at the outside, and the kill goes down 4-2 on the board. Saw Campbell County run that X tandem once before in yesterday's contest. Definitely worked to take the block away and open up Persifield. Lacey serving for Campbell County. It's in. 5-2 the score. Lauren Lacey serving. Goes over, back middle. It's Bugis to Meeks. Lefty attack from the outside position on the first opportunity. Dump set by Milliron is a point. Chelsea Milliron, a powerful attacker and surely going to be a leader for this Campbell County team this year. After losing Riley Ladke, we mentioned that in the pregame with Marcy Beefus. Block from Milliron. A gigantic hole left in that team, offensively, defensively, serving, everything leadership-wise. Ladke out at Metropolitan State in Denver. I believe playing volleyball. Persifield outside attack onto Mountain View's side. Still playing Rinker down the line. Lacey picks it up onto Campbell County side. Love with the cross-court attack picked up. Bugis to a dump set. Fantastic dump by Camry Hutchings. Diving save made by Casey to Emily Bugis. A third bump is over from Condos. Still playing here. Lacey, a quick set to Milliron. Pushed up after the deflection on the block by Emily Bugis. Rinker, cross-court attack. Lacey oversets Persifield, but she readjusts. Gets it. Diving save made from Rinker. And a bump over from Hutchings. Still going. Campbell County outside Persifield on the setup from Lacey. A good setup here for Hutchings to the middle. Olivia Meeks through two blockers. Ends it and gets the point for Mountain View. Maybe the longest rally we've seen this weekend of this very short season, 2 days old. And it's Allie Rinker serving. Lofting serve. Love outside to Milliron. To Olivia Meeks. Cross court shot and right through Milliron. And Lauren Love. 6-4. Rinker to Fichter on the serve receive. Persifield punches it back to the left corner. I got it over the line, I think, or no net touch on one of the frontline players. All right, we got a new buff on the court, and I don't have her name or number because they didn't have numbers when I got a roster. We'll find that out in a second. Return over the net. Rinker gets the point for Mountain View. 7-4 becomes 7-5. Serve for Casey Bugis. Kendall Herford is number 27. Thank you. Outside, Dellinger. Milliron with a stuff block down makes it 8-5 on the board. Taylor Fisher was set to serve. But I think they had the rotation wrong. Milliron is serving now, and Chloe Davis coming in for Fisher, perhaps. 6-2 formation run with Fisher and Lacey as setters. 8-5 the score. Buffs looking like they're sick of waiting, ready for a serve here. And hands down the knees, waiting on the serve receive. Mill iron, the one serving. Straight away and out of bounds. 8-6 the score. We have semifinal matches coming up after this, and then presumably the 6 o'clock game will happen on this court, we hope. Outside attack, Davis with a powerful shot down. Timms keeps it alive though. Back to Campbell County side. A great dig out of the net by Ashley Timms. And then a shot from Lauren Love on the right side. Down for the point, 9-6. This is set number 2. Mountain View took the first. Lauren Lacey out. Taylor Fisher in. Setting and serving. To the middle. Dellinger's blocked by Davis. Double hit. She tried to pump it up twice. 10-6. Back to Fisher for a serve. Rinker, a bit of a shank. Chased down by Camry Hutchings, and then 4 hits as it was not up over the tape on the attack attempt by Kendall Herford. 11-6 the score. Timeout taken by Mountain View. We'll take it with them. 11-6 on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Serving to the net by Taylor Fisher after a point straight out of the break from Campbell County. Puts the score at 12-7 on the board. And Kendall Herford gets a serve. Puts Campbell County on its toes, just put over by Persifield. Back to Mountain View. And a shot down for the Buffs, puts it at 12-8. Kendall Herford serving for a second time. Mountain View trailing this second set by 4. Great serve, drops down. Picked just up by Campbell, but the attack by Stafford is out of bounds. She ran in to Chloe Davis as she was making it, and there was clearly confusion on who was supposed to get that hit. 12-9 the score. Fisher to the middle. Davis winds up wide open on the block, and Davis can go a lot of different ways when she doesn't have to worry about a block. (12-7) the score. Oh, excuse me, 13-9. The camera went out again. 14-9 after another Campbell County point. Asia Fichter, ace serve for the Camels, 15-9. Victor waiting. The whistle, gets it for the second serve. Goes back right corner. Condos to Hutchings. Over the head, bump from Timms. Fisher to Davis. Knocks it off the tape and down for another point, 16-10, 16-9. Timeout taken. We'll be back about 50 seconds from now. 16-9, Campbell County running away with the second set over Mountain View. This First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
16-9 on the scoreboard. All Campbell County late in this second set. Onto the serve receive for Mountain View. Allie Rinker out of the break. Gets a first opportunity attack up. Persefield for Campbell County responds. And 3 hits, one of them counting off the head of Kylie Dellinger, is not over for Mountain View, and they lose another point straight out of the break, 17-9. They're out of timeouts by my count. This set number 2, Mountain View did win the opening one. However, Allie Rinker pushes it over 2 blockers. Fisher there. And to Fichter, pushed over by Stafford. Camry Hutchings sets up for Rinker, but she's blocked down by Chloe Davis. And it's 18-9. Fichter serves. Just over, back right corner. Dellinger with the first touch. Rinker trying to toe that antenna line and ends up shooting it into the net, 19-9. Not sure, but maybe a little bit of infighting with the team right now, as happens when you get your shoulders hung and a set's just not going your own way. 20-9. They want to forget about this set altogether. The first one was close. This one, which Mountain View ended up winning that first set. This one not close at all. 20-9, and a roll that just will not end for Campbell County. Outside Rinker, cross quarter, Fichter right there. Fisher sets up to Persefield, rolls it back and out of bounds, and oh, someone got one hopped off the head. It looked like she was getting up to go walk. One hop bounced off her head. She sat down and acts like she was never headed anywhere anyways. Maybe she forgot. Maybe head injuries are becoming a serious thing, and that was a good knock she took there. Persefield into the net. 20-10. Make it 20-11. Back-to-back points for Mountain View, both coming off Campbell County airs. Floating serve over. That by Timms. Caitlin with a good serve. And a backline attack. Milliron hits the bottom of Timms' shoes. That's Ashley Timms, because it went well under the net. 20-12. Maybe a little late for Mountain View to pull this run off. They're in need of a 13-4 run at worst. Timms to Fisher. Outside Persefield is out of bounds. Make it 3 in a row. 20-13 the score. Dellinger replaces Timms after the serve, and then Dellinger comes out for the libero, Casey Bucas. Gets the rotation all in order, and Campbell County has the serve after that point. Did not go Mountain View's way for one reason or another, and I'm not sure what it was. Probably a net touch or something along that line. 21-12 the score. And Fichter with the serve. Rinker pops it over back right side to Fisher. And Stafford, a double hit, negates that by Fichter. 21-13. Emily Bugas takes the ball from Casey Bugas. And Emily serves. Over. Try out a floating serve. Not too much movement on that, though. Stafford's blocked by Meeks. Stays up for Campbell County. And Milliron with the second opportunity attack from the outside position. Hammers it back middle in front of the defense. 22-13 the score in set number 2. Mountain View down by 9. Lacey with the first touch, bump up. Bugis to Meeks on the third, it's over. Milliron wants the quick, they go to the right side instead. It's Love. Back push up by Bugis, outside attack, Rinker, cross quarter, diving save. Will just not get over. The first touch up there was that Laney Allison. Getting great diving save, but she can't get it over on a third attempt, 22-14. Looks like we have, is that Alta and Cokeville warming up. On the court to the right of us. Net touch on Lacey. Gives another point to Mountain View, 22-15. Milliron for the first touch, 8 feet out of the net, misses it. And another error for Campbell County, 22-16. Rinker serving for Mountain View. 6-point disadvantage for Mountain View against Campbell County. Cuts one closer. Fichter can't handle it. We got an ace on hand. 22-17. Almost starting to get interesting here for the Buffs. Touch up high. Lacey misses Milliron by a mile. She does recover and get it over onto Mountain View's side. Herford, middle attack. Fichter with the second touch over to Love. Hits off the tape for hits. 22-18. Timeout taken by Coach Beefus. We'll be back with him. 22-18. Momentum Mountain View up 1-0, down 4 late in the second set on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball on MyLocalRadio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Serving for the tie, 23-22. Outside attack is Fichter. Hit off the tape. It's partially deflected by Hutchings. Pushed over to Mountain View. Outside, no middle, rather. Hereford is out of bounds. 24-22, set point for Campbell County after all of this. From down 20-9 to down to 24-22. Is this where it ends for Mountain View in the second set? Bugis with the first touch up. Hutchings outside. Dellinger is down for the kill off the hands of Lauren Love, 24-23. This would be right up there with some of the great comebacks at Cokeville Invite, down 20-9. If they could pull this off. We have another timeout. Let's go ahead and take it. 24-23. Set point number 2 for Campbell County when we come back.
It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
Back out and ready for play. Set point number 2, Mountain View with the serve. Campbell County's set point, though. Milliron with the first touch up. Davis hard, far, out of bounds and untouched. We're at deuce. Take away that set point. Mountain View's gone from down 20-9 to knotted up 24 apiece. What did we put that at? A 15-4 run. Long serve from Hutchings. Dump set over, confuses the defense. Lauren Lacey puts her team back at set point. (25-24). Fisher serving. Again for a set winner. This set point number 3 for Campbell. Bugis to Hutchings, outside, and Timms. It's a good attack on it. Milliron with the first touch up. Back to deuce, 25-0. Campbell County cannot get it over. Hereford on the serve. 25-all. Lofts it over. Victor with the first touch. Davis is blocked by Dellinger. 26-25. And now serving for set point number 1 is Hereford. Picked up by Percifield off of the net. Back line, Milliron is out of bounds. And Mountain View climbs back, closes out on a, what do we have, 18-4, make it 18-5 run on the board. 18-5 run to finish out set number 2 and take a 2-0 advantage. Mountain View wins it. Set 3 when we come back. This is the First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball. Do you like following your Mountain View and Lyman athletics when you can't make it to the game? Well, we love bringing it to you. Hi, I'm Jake Hibbard, voice of the Mountain View Buffaloes and Lyman Eagles, and I've been traveling around the state of Wyoming and covering high school sports for the better part of a decade. Whether it's covering a big culminating event at the Casper Event Center, calling a tightly contested Mountain View Lyman game, the greatest rivalry in this state, or kicking back and enjoying the views at one of the state's many hidden gems like the ballpark in Cowley, Wyoming, there's a few things I always see. There's officials trying their hardest, coaches sweating it out on the sidelines, and there's always a ton of support for these athletes from the entire community. MyLocalRadio.com would like to take a moment to thank all of its sponsors for making today's video coverage possible. Without all of us working together, none of this could happen. If you would like to support our future video broadcasts of Lyman and Mountain View sports, there's a few ways you can let us know. The first is, you can call our home office in Evanston, Wyoming at 307-789-8116 and let them know that you would like to know more about how you can become a sponsor of Bridger Valley Sports. The other is, you can just come up to me before or after a game and ask for more information. We've got a lot of different tiers of sponsorship and we'll find the perfect one for you. We would love for you to join the MyLocalRadio.com and Bridger Valley Sports family and help us continue to bring these games for years to come. That number again to call for the Evanston office is 307-789-8116. Or just come up and see me at one of the games and let me help you help us. And remember, go Eagles and go Buffs.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Brand new scoreboard. 0-0, set number 3. Here in consolation at day 2 of Cokeville Invitational. Mountain View on the near side of the net. And we've got Campbell County over on the far with the opening serve. It's Taylor Fisher. And Fisher sends it away, picked up by Bugus. Hutchings with the first touch on the set, up a bump set to the back line by Rinker. Outside Meeks into the net, and we're at 1-0. Try it again for Fisher on the serve up. Hutchings to the outside this time. Olivia Meeks off 1, 2 blockers. Persifield can't get a touch up. It's 1-1 on the board. Winner of this will play at a scheduled 6 o'clock game. We'll see how that works out in the third place match against the loser of the semifinal contest. Mountain View leading 2-0. Tied 1-1. Chloe Davis with an attack up, try it to Meeks now. Sharp cross corner, and the sophomore's got her swinging arm going. 2-1. Herford serving. Kendall Herford. First time I'm seeing her today. Well, last set was. Appreciate getting her name in. When I talked to Coach Timms on Tuesday, they had only assigned certain jersey numbers. So I was with a roster, but without a roster with jersey numbers. So when it comes down to that, we'll get that hopefully next week. Be ready to go for our match at opening match at Buffs Gymnasium, the old Cedar Top Dome, against Saratoga on September 7th, this Saturday. We'll be there broadcasting that contest. MyLocalRadio.com as a whole will be broadcasting the Border Wars that Lyman is at next week. Meeks outside attack on a 3-2 game, picked up by Campbell County. Tried to Meeks again on the outside, rolls it into the net. We're back at a knot, 3-3. Back set to Dellinger. She finds a back corner just inbounds. 4-3 Mountain View playing for the right to survive and advance on for one more match today. Hoping that match will be right here. Would really rather they not move anything into the auxiliary gym. Had the setup here this whole time, and you never know, and the problem is you never find out until about 15 minutes before if they do make a switch of what gym you're playing in, so that would make things awful difficult for us if they did. Fisher to the outside. Persifield off the hands of Ashley Timms for the kill, 4-all. Serve from Quintana. On to Mountain View's response. It's Ashley Timms with the first attack. 4-4, tied up. Milliron. Back middle, picked up by Bugus. Back to the outside. Meeks takes a big swing and a wind up. And a lift called against Persifield. Back to a 5-4 lead. Mountain View on top. I think Meeks has to serve here. Leaving her in, she looked a little confused about the whole matter. Sends it over and out. Condos replaces Meeks in a 5-5 game. Lauren Lacey serving for the Camels on the far side of the net. Mountain View takes the serve receive. Over the head bump from Ashley Timms. Everyone's up into their rotation formation, and Milliron from the middle attacks. Bumped over by Timms and then quickly slapped down by Persifield. Rinker with an outside attack going down the line. Back set and some backwards volleyball. Milliron setting to Persifield. And it's back on Campbell County side. Right side attack. Lauren Love through the hole on the block of Rinker and Dellinger. 6-5 the score. Campbell County on top. Got Lauren Lacey out serving again. She approaches far right side and goes to the back middle on the serve up. Back set from Dellinger. It's 4 hits on Mountain View. Hit the tape. Lacey with her third serve. First set action over between Alta and Cokeville, and it's a tight one. Cokeville beat Alta yesterday at pool play. Could be wrong there. I think Cokeville was one of the top seeds. Score 8-5, 3 straight for Campbell County. Receive again from Mountain View. Condos gets a backline attack and it goes down for a kill. 8-6. 8-6, you're down 8-5 prior to that. That's nothing compared to what Mountain View did last set, down 20-9. And then working out a 19-5 run to win 27-25. Caitlin Timms serves over to the middle. It's Love pushed up from the set to Condos down to Rinker. Persifield gets the first touch. Dump set anticipated by Rinker. It's inbounds. 8-7. See, I was writing it down before the game, so see if we can get an idea of what will happen on this. Mountain View would play then either. Well, excuse me, it would be not the third place game, it'd be the consolation game. As the losers of the semifinals, I was thinking they all met up, but there's 2 different matchups for that. 9-7 as an attack for Campbell County puts them back up 2. So they will play either Preston or Bear Lake, and the winner of that, I can't remember. I don't know that I saw the final of that game. That one's been over for quite some time. The court to the left of us is well behind. Outside, Bugus attacks Love. Puts it back onto Mountain View's side. Rinker bounces it off the block of Love. retreating back into the defensive side, and Fichter gets caught in the net for the Camels, 9-8. Trying to attack there, a 1-point differential. Depending on what is happening over in that auxiliary gym, I almost wonder if they're going to move the semifinal game scheduled for this court over to that auxiliary gym. Because otherwise, that championship game might actually take place at 8:30 tonight. I don't think we've ever had a championship game actually go that late. Outside air attack from Campbell County has us knotted up at 9 apiece. Bugus with the serve. And a point down for the Buffs. They take a lead, 10-9. 11-9 the score over in the court to the right of us of Alta and Cokeville. Cokeville looks like they have a really strong team this year. Milliron gets a slide attack but shoots it out of bounds. And Mountain View's up by 2. Scheduled to play at 6 o'clock in their final game, but we'll see. I would be surprised if they don't move the game that's in this next one over to the auxiliary gym and maybe move this up, but we'll see. 11-9 makes 10-11. 11-10, I should say. Point back to the Camels. Milliron with the serve. Bugus, back set. And Rinker gets a good right side attack. Diving save made by Love. Back to Mountain View's side. Outside attack, Rinker down the line and well out of bounds. Tied back up at 11. First set was very close. Second set was anything but until it was. This one pretty close throughout. Mountain View's gotten the best of Campbell County in each the first and second. Lauren Love to Persifield on the attack. Love from the right side. Attacks it over 3 bumps and over for Mountain View. Lacey to the middle. Davis shoots it into the net. Buffs back on top. Allie Rinker serving. Low return from Milliron. Davis rolls back, pushes it up. Rinker at the first touch. Deep corner push. Inbounds Camry Hutchings with the dump set down in the back right corner for Campbell. Side of the court gives Mountain View an 13-11 lead. Allie Rinker serving. Lofts it back middle. Persifield to Lacey and into the net for hits. Here's the advantage, creeping on up. Up 2-0, 14-11. We've seen a lot of runs by both teams. Mountain View in need of just really one more good run to close this set out. And 4 hits back-to-back plays. An effective ace there for Allie Rinker. She continues to serve. And only person who can end her serving run is herself. She knocks it into the net. Taylor Fisher takes over serving duties for Campbell County. Her team down by 3. Rinker with the first return up. Hutchings, back line bump over from Rinker. Persifield to Fisher at the middle. It's Chloe Davis. A diving save made by Rinker, but Meeks trying to toe the line on a poor setup. It cannot. It's 15-13. Fisher serves for a second time. Meeks with the left hand attacking from the outside. Pinball save. Persifield gets a good attack down too. And Bugus returns it over the net. Persifield nearly went and pushed it up and then realized that she was already standing well out of bounds. So she backed up. We are at 15-14. 3 straight points for the Camels, and Taylor Fisher serves it over on her 4th serve. Meeks approaches, attacks, and is picked up from Persifield. Second bump to the right side, it's Lauren Love. Bugus to the middle, outside from Hutchins to Meeks. Cross court, there's Persifield again. Backline, Milliron with a good attack. Bugus for Mountain View, picks it up. And Hereford finds a great hole. She flipped it over 2 blockers. She went to the her left. A diving attempt from Fisher, and the backline defense was to no avail. 16-14 the score. Hereford takes that kill and goes back to serve. Chloe Davis, a quick set to the middle, pushed it just out of bounds. 17-14, Buffs back up by 3. Hereford with her second serve. Power attack pushed up by Percifield. Back set, and Fichter tries to get an attack on it off the hands of Meeks. Olivia with the response attack. Sharp cross. High hit. Percifield with the second one, puts it back into play. Milliron bumps it over. Back to the Buff side. Good to survive and advance from the Campbell County Camels. Cross quarter on the second attack by Meeks, though. No chance for Milliron to save it there. 18-14 on the board. Hereford serves just over the net. Fichter gets the first touch up. Chloe Davis with a quick set, held up, and Allie Rinker sends it over to Campbell County. Love puts it on to Mountain View side. Outside attack, back on 2 blockers, and Olivia Meeks with a second kill in a row. 19-14. They gave the point to Campbell County. Shocker here that some scoring discrepancies there. They'd get it back right. We've got they haven't given the point back to Mountain View. It should be 19-14. As it stands, it's 18-14. Timeout taken. We'll be back in just a bit. This First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball on mylocalradio.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Back here at Cokeville High School. Gold bracket consolation. Time here is set number 3. Mountain View up over the Camels. 2 sets to none. Hereford serving for the Buffs. Sharp cross, and Olivia Meeks can handle a long shot on a sharp cross, so the point goes back to Campbell County. 19-15. Hutchings returns it over the net. Percifield looks like she hit the antenna, but it's all ruled legal. 2 straight points for Campbell County out of the break, 19-16. Loft over. Got Hutchings to the middle. Dellinger. She shot it right into the hands of Chloe Davis, and Mountain View had one more chance to get it over. About the same thing happened. Put it at 19-17. Fichter serving. Back set from Hutchings, trying to run a slide, but it goes straight to the tape on the attack attempt by Dellinger. And that big lead has been erased. 4 points straight out of the break for Campbell County. Fichter with the serve over. Meeks bumps it over to Percifield. Looks like she'll get the attack. Outside, Percifield takes the assist from Fisher. Handled by Bugis in the back line. Rinker calls off the libero, and the quick set to Chloe Davis with the left hand is picked up by Meeks. Meeks gets the return attack and a big power shot. 19-18, make it 20-18 on the board. Ashley Timms into the game. Emily Bugis out. Floating serve over from Hutchings. Quick set. Chloe Davis gets it over, but 3 bumps and make it a 4th. Takes it all through. One-handed fist shots by Mountain View. I thought they were about to send it back over the net and live to play another rally, but instead it stays on their side of the net at 20-19. Quintana with the serve over, nearly an ace. Rinker saved it. Ashley Timms down the line with the kill from the outside position. 21-19. We'll see what time this next contest takes place. Who knows is the best guess I've got. That is my official guess, by the way. Who knows? Scheduled for 6 o'clock. A bump over from Rinker. Fisher to the middle, and Milliron is blocked. Bounce back onto Mountain View's side. Outside push up, and Rinker is picked up from Fisher to Persifield. She goes wrong side of the antenna. 22-19. Olivia Meeks serving. Her last try went out of bounds. She'll try it again this time, and unfortunately for her, it's the same result. 22-20. Lauren Lacey serving for Campbell County. Lacey punches it over, back left side. And a back set. Dellinger goes long and out. 1 point match again. 22-21. Bump up from Bugis. And 3 and over. Ashley Timms with it. Back set. It's Love. Deflected off the fingertips of the Mountain View block. Outside Persifield on the return. Out of bounds and held off. 23-22. Make it 23-21. Serve up from Timms is out. 23-22. Persifield serving. Call is objected. I think it stays as out. I don't think anyone had it as in. We are good to go. A replay. So the play is negated and the serve goes back. That keeps a 2-point advantage on for Mountain View. And a timeout taken by Campbell County. We'll take it with them. Potentially the final 2 points when we return on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball on mylocalradio.com.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
23-21 on the scoreboard. Persifield receives it, takes it down to the right side, outside attack, and Rinker puts it back onto Campbell County's side. 23-21 the score. Lauren Love sends it out of bounds, and we are at match point for Mountain View, 24-21. Loft over from Milliron. Lacey to Milliron off the fingertips of Ashley Timms. 24-22, match point number 2 for Mountain View. Persifield is the server on match point number 2. She's for Campbell County. Match point number 2 for Mountain View. Outside attack, Rinker takes a big wide outside approach. It falls down. And Mountain View has advanced on to the consolation final. Scheduled to start at 6 p.m. We'll take one break and set that up for you next on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball on mylocalradio.com. With MyLocalRadio.com, you get to stay up to date with Lyman and Mountain View sports by watching all of the games live in the convenience of your own home. Now you get to keep up with your coaches, athletes, and teachers throughout the week with the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner. Weekdays during the school year, the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner will run on KNYN 99.1 FM at 3 p.m. and keep you up to date with the most interesting storylines from Lyman and Mountain View in football, volleyball, basketball, swimming, running, golf, and more. We'll also check in with different students and teachers from the two schools throughout the year. 3 p.m. Monday through Friday on KNYN 99.1 FM is the Bridger Valley Coaches Show presented by MyLocalRadio.com. Stay connected.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on MyLocalRadio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
Why do you ask that, kiddo?
Final score, 3-set victory for Mountain View over Campbell County, eliminating them 27-25 in the second set. That was the big one, an 18-5 run for Mountain View to climb back and win it after winning the first set 25-21. They went up 2-0 and then took the third set as well, 25-22, another close one. All three close, but all three going Mountain View's way. They go on to play, it sounds like Preston in the consolation final. I did not see that game was going on as I was playing we're playing our game, so I think it's Preston. That's what people seem to think it was, but we're not sure. So we believe Preston, and we believe in a few hours from now. Right now, it's scheduled for 6 o'clock, and hey, let's say that's when it's going to be played. If anything changes, I'll let you know. We'll let you know on Facebook, on My Local Radio, the Facebook page. Until then, we'll see you for the consolation semifinals. I'm Jake Hibbert. Thanks for listening. This has been a First Bank presentation of Mountain View Volleyball on MyLocalRadio.com.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Today's executive producer is Val Cook. We appreciate you tuning in to this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive of Mountain View Buffaloes Athletics. We would like to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors and partners who make this all possible. And of course, thank you for tuning in. Check out our website for more information about future Mountain View broadcasts, or like us on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Until next time, go Buffs!